I hate this stupid badge! And I kind of love it. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today, I'd like to discuss probably one of the most infuriating but most intriguing secret achievements in all of Doors, one which was planned to be added to the game but was eventually decided to be scrapped, never seeing the light of day again. And that is the Picture Puzzle badge. What you see on the screen right now is a recreation of what the badge may have looked like, and in this video I'll be explaining everything you need to know about it, including how it was planned to be obtained and my very mixed feelings towards it. So with all of that being said, let's begin. Alright, so this unnamed secret badge, which is what I'm referring to as the Picture Perfect achievement for the sake of this video, would have been awarded to those who managed to interact with every single type of painting in the hotel. We know this thing was once considered and eventually cut from the game given how the developers confirmed it a long while back. Now, just based on that description I gave you, you could probably figure out why this badge seems so infuriating. Although the action of interacting a painting is simply just one click, and how multiple paintings can be found per room, there are over 60 different ones in the game, so finding and clicking every single one could prove to be quite difficult. In fact, given how paintings are generated based on RNG, it means this badge is somewhat luck-based, and given how there are so many available paintings that can spawn, it can be extremely challenging to find the last one or two needed for the badge if anyone gets to that point. Furthermore, based on players' reception to the Trial and Error badge, this may not be the best achievement to add to the game. However, remember how I said my feelings towards Picture Perfect were mixed? Well, although there definitely are some very bad aspects of it, I also feel like it had some decently good ones which I feel should be recognized. For one, this badge would add a little extra challenge to encourage players to play through several rounds of the hotel, which I mean is always an excuse used for RNG related badges, but that doesn't make it any less true. Additionally, it also allows players to take more of a notice to the decorations around the floor, as previously, although players somewhat noticed them, now they have to pay even more attention to them, which doesn't hurt in the long run. Furthermore, and probably the biggest reason why I'm rooting for Picture Perfect, is that it really isn't that RNG related, at least not to the extent of the original version of the Trial and Error badge. When you think about it, there already is less available paintings than hotel rooms in a single playthrough. And given how several rooms tend to spawn multiple paintings, it's likely this badge is less hard than what I'm leading it on to be, as I see it only taking a few playthroughs just to find every painting. Additionally, keeping track of which paintings you've already interacted with and which ones you haven't is an extremely difficult task to do, as there are so many paintings in the game you'll eventually just lose count. This means it's likely players would achieve Picture Perfect completely by accident, just by clicking on random paintings throughout their playthroughs. And if they are specifically attempting to get it, they also likely wouldn't know when they would, so it too would be a nice surprise for them, which contrasts to how players automatically know when they'll get most achievements in the game by triggering certain events. Really, despite Picture Perfect being somewhat RNG-based, given the unique circumstances it is in, it really isn't too much of an issue, as at most it would only take players a few rounds to obtain it if they are actively searching for it. And how obtaining it would take players by complete surprise is a nice cherry on top of the sundae. So, to summarize, Picture Perfect, or at least that's what I'm calling it, was a scrap Doors badge which would have been awarded to those who managed to interact with every single painting in the hotel. And although my feelings towards it are a little mixed due to how it is somewhat RNG related, given its unique situation, these luck-based factors aren't really that big of an issue. This leads me to my final opinion about this achievement, that being that although it has some cons, I believe its pros outweigh them, and I see Picture Perfect being a good addition to the game if it ever was decided to not be scrapped anymore. So with all of that being said, let me know in the comments what you think of this secret badge, and thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.